Hi everyone, this is Board Games and Bourbon. I'm Glenn Flaherty, and right now I want to talk to you about the game called Techlandia, which is a real fresh take on dungeon crawls. Now, if we were to get to brass tacks about what this game is, I'd say that it's a gateway munchkin. It is a RPG with a dungeon crawl element where you are going through a land, you are getting treasure, you are fighting enemies, but it's wrapped in a really fresh environment of high tech. Now, the premise of the game is that you are a journalist who got into the building of a possibly evil corporation, and you are trying to get to their conference where they're going to unveil their new technology. To do so, you have to hobnob, work your way around. You have to get RQ codes, which will let you have an invitation to get into the party. You need the RQ codes. You need decoders for the codes. You need to get to the security desk. You actually need to scan them with your cell phone to make sure it's the right one. And you have to get to the conference before time runs out. Now, as you do this, you're going to run into people from the corporations and other people who are your enemy. And the check to see if you defeat them is a very simple die roll. And if you break that number, you win. If you lose 3 times, you're going to go to the beginning of the game, which is not a big deal. But you are no longer going to be an independent journalist. You have been converted into a fanboy. But there are times in the game when it hits like a red dot on the timer board that you're going to convert back into who you are. Now, one thing about the game that really strikes me was, now I have a demo kit and I've played about 5 times, and what I have is almost like a cliffhanger. You don't know what happens once you get into the room, okay? But what it struck me right away as was a very pithy game. The writing in this game tickles me. Now, let me get through some of these cards to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you're going to get cards like this, and you're going to have locations you're going to deal with. You're going to get gear that you're going to deal with. And then you have these cards that represent the enemy that you're dealing with. Okay, now all of these are going to evolve with time and as the game is made. But I love some of this. This enemy right here says 5 because you have to roll a 5 to beat this enemy, okay? And it says here, the grudge holder. You've made the enemy's list, which is why you had to sneak in here. The grudge holder appears from out of nowhere, shutting down interviews and canceling meetings. His skill is disinfo. And what that means is, as the game goes on, you have certain abilities that allow you to reroll. And one of the rerolls when you do your challenge is the skill of meme crafting. Yes, that is what I am talking about. Hopefully the camera picked that up. This guy is called Dude Bro. He's always the life of the party, but definitely hides something behind the mirrored shades. Roll a 3 or above to defeat. Skill is memes. I love that. The gear in here, there's one gear card in particular that I wish I had picked out that I've recited 1,000 times. Oh, I love this one too. Dead phone battery, okay? It says here, 2 hours of battery life from $1,000 phone. Sounds about right. Move on to the press room. I love the color text in here. There's another one in here called Don't Read the Comments. Spiral down in agony and despair and self-doubt. I love that stuff. So it's a very well-written game. Who is this for? Well, it's hard for me to say. I'm only 5 plays in, but it's definitely a gateway game, and I think it would be a more adult version, perhaps, of Munchkin. And it removes. It's a more fun Munchkin, because Munchkin can just take forever, and you're just playing cards, and sometimes the cards are confusing. This is much more straight ahead. Anyway, I will learn more, and I will let you know. And until then, thank you so much. Bye.